Alright, welcome to the July garden walkthrough. We'll start over here in this flower patch. So I think I mentioned before that only these middle cosmos of this bed were blooming, but the sides, well, a little bit for this, but I see flowers that are about to bloom. But they finally came. I guess this is a late summer or midsummer cosmos type. So these are cosmos, and then we have some zinnias back here. I didn't know that these zinnias were gonna be not as tall as the cosmos. I should have put this row of zinnias in the front so we could see them, but they are coming alive back here. Citrus corner over here. So let me show you this area here. I'm not sure what we're gonna do with this corner. If we were going to extend our outdoor kitchen patio, we were gonna do that, but we had it covered so that the weeds wouldn't grow. And Desmond, because he runs and then stops on a dime, the weed fabric ripped, and that's why this looks like a mess and the weeds have come through, and I have to do it all over again. Anyway, so citrus corner, my Caracara orange doing okay. We have new growth here, but no flowers yet. We are doing okay. The lime tree, I did see some flowers last month, and we had baby limes here. And these, I don't know if I should just like remove them because they haven't grown. I think I'm going to just take these off. One, because they should be concentrating on making the roots strong right now. And also we have some little limes following behind, and I think the energy used to keep this alive should go here, because I don't think this hasn't grown in over a month. So my hydrangea, the peachy pink, I was debating on cutting these and putting them in a vase. They're supposed to be pink, and they're not gonna turn pink until the end of summer. But in the meantime, I didn't put it in the shade, and some of the blooms were burnt in the sun here. So it's supposed to look like that. But I'm happy with how beautifully they've come in. I have them all supported because the flower heads are so heavy. And these, this is a baby hydrangea. It's been maybe a year. Well, I got them bare root beginning of spring, but up to that point, they probably grew it since last summer, so maybe it's a year old. And these should become thicker and stronger as the years go by, but right now, happy and healthy and blooming, but their stems are not strong yet. They're like thin and weak. This is the lemongrass. I cut and trimmed them, if you can believe it or not. It's grown back already. I'm gonna cut to a video of the trim just to prove I did trim it, but it just looks big and out of control already. The mini hydrangea tree, you see how the leaves are yellow? I don't know why it's doing that. It could be spider mites. I've tried to treat it. I haven't. There are these little white specks on the leaves, and I'm thinking it's spider mites. I keep trying to treat it, but I still keep getting yellow. In the meantime, it's still it has bloomed like 5 times or more. So I think we are going to just continue to keep watching and see what happens. Maybe it's just dropping, turning yellow and dropping the leaves so that it just becomes stronger. I don't know if it's stressed out here in the sun. Maybe I should move it to full shade, although hydrangeas are, they supposedly love the sun, so I'm not sure. Here's a viburnum. No blooms yet, just a lot of green. I don't expect it to bloom this season, but I'm really happy with the way it looks. Super healthy. The $20 Earth Angel. It's looking a lot healthier. It was looking really bad last month, but we have a lot of new growth. This is all brand new growth. Looks like we have my first bloom here. You see how the shape of the rose looks so whimsy and romantic. That's the look of the Earth Angel. I have plenty of blooms coming in, so I'm glad that she's happy out here and that we're gonna be okay. Not bad for $20. Here is the experimental tomato patch. We have 4 determinate cherry tomato. It's called Baby Boomer in the front, and then in the back it's the Pink Fang, which the tomatoes are shaped like, an animal fang. They're coming in beautifully. There's a lot. Not quite red yet though, so we're waiting. I'm gonna say that this experimental patch was successful, and that I can grow here. I can grow my tomatoes here in this clay soil that I have amended. So next season I might just do them all here because they do take up a lot of space. Kind of sad that these are the last 2 gladiolus that I have, and they're at the end of their life cycle. I've cut all of the other gladiolus down. These were all cut. I'm not supposed to cut them all the way down to the dirt because they are still collecting energy from the sun through their leaves to store in their bulbs so that they could bloom again in the spring. And that's what we are doing. This is pumpkin here. They've not, I'm happy with the way they germinated, but they have not grown in a couple weeks, so I'm not sure if this is successful or not. Maybe they don't like it here in this type of soil. I've also planted more seeds in this row here. They're going to be cosmos, so the cosmos should hide that back row of gladiolus because they're gonna bloom tall. Moving along, I'm just speechless every time this rose bush blooms. It's just so beautiful. It blooms profusely every single time. The leaves look super healthy. I'm really happy. There is this part, or these, do you see how these leaves are misshapen, or there's like circles cut into them? Supposedly, I looked it up, because the circles are so perfect like that, or half circles, it says that it's a bee creating the shape. I have not seen it yet do it live, but supposedly they cut that and take it away. I want to see it. Wouldn't that be a sight to see, with the bee carrying a piece of a leaf? I don't know. Keep an eye out for that. But this is the iceberg white roses. My lemon tree, going well. Kind of annoyed that this is happening again, that because they were all looking, the leaves are all looking like this yellow part, and then I got them back to turn, you know, dark green like this, but then I'm seeing this freaking yellow stuff again, and I'm thinking I just need to fertilize more. Don't like that. Meanwhile, hopefully I'm gonna get some good sized lemons in the fall. This lavender, the middle part died. I'm not sure if on what I should do. I need to ask somebody because I have no idea what I'm doing. Remember, this middle part died. It was so beautiful. I'm so sad. I don't know if it's gonna, you know, bounce back or what, but I definitely know that I need to prune this back hard so that it can start the blooms all over again. I decided, because the hollyhock, I was so successful in growing them that I wanted more, so this is just a whole pot of just hollyhock. Germinated quickly, leaves are looking healthy and green. Chives, this one I realize likes the shade better than full sun. This is, I know this is like, this is called Lunaria. The flowers are supposed to look like white circles, so I'm not sure why it's not happy, because it hasn't really grown. This hydrangea bare root right here hasn't sprouted any green, but again, like I told you guys last month, when I scratch it here, it shows green, which tells me it's still alive. I'm not sure if I should just keep waiting or just call it a day and try to plant something else, pull this and plant something else. In the meantime, I have alyssum and candy tuft in here. Garden bed one with the corn that I started over. We are at the point where the tassels have come, and we do have silks. So what I'm doing is hand pollinating. I take this toothbrush. I kind of try to scrape some powder or pollen off here, and then drop it on the silks, because each and every single one of these silks have to be pollinated in order for the full ear of corn to grow. And I don't trust that the wind will just do it by itself. The leaves are looking great, very strong and green. Happy with that. Garden bed 2. Zinnias, Cosmos. These, my Lizzianthus, fine fuckingly. These I tried to germinate under grow lights. They germinated sometime in November of last year, and they stayed small for forever and a day. And then sometime in May they started growing tall but no blooms. Finally, here we are in July, and I finally have my Lizzianthus flowers. They are gorgeous. I'm gonna give them the MVP for July because they are just the most prettiest things I've ever seen. Also, I told myself that I would never ever grow Lizzianthus again, but because they're so pretty, I changed my mind. I'll probably grow them every year. I also wanted to show this little pot of, I forgot, Gomphrena. Aren't they so cute? I have this other pot, it's over here. This one, it still looks really pretty. I left it in the sun too long one day, and that's why all the leaves are really dry. But it's still going strong. It looks great. I'm really happy with it. I will forever grow Gomphrena. Garden bed 3. So I took out the broccoli and decided to grow some sugar snap peas over in this area. And they germinated just fine. I'm gonna grow them up this trellis. This is zucchini. This one, I stressed it out to no end because this was initially planted over there. I moved it here because there was no room. And then when I moved it, it stopped. It like stunted growth, like it stopped and slowed down. This is new growth. I'm hoping she's still gonna produce some fruit. She has some buds there, and we'll see how it goes. Some watermelon. Also, this bed, I think I messed it up. I know a lot better now, but I definitely overwatered sometime in May and June. I did not mulch. I just kept watering and watering because it was so hot. But I know now I'm not supposed to do that. Just washes away all of the minerals and everything that the plant needs. So I think I've stunted the growth of this watermelon. I'm probably gonna pull that because it's not, I could use the space. And there used to be more cucumbers in this area. I pulled that because it wasn't growing like I wanted it, and I grew more but a different variety of cucumbers here. This variety should work better with the heat here where I live. This is the previous cucumber. These are straight 8s. And I do have one there, probably not all the way fertilized, but still edible. We'll see how that continues to grow. But see, a lot of them just end up looking like this. Like it'll grow a little bit and then just dry and shrivel up. And I think that's due to me, not them. My beautiful marigolds, so happy with them. I'm really hoping that these last until October because these are so beautiful in the fall for like decoration. Underneath them, I have some more watermelon growing and mini pumpkins. hoping this watermelon was fertilized all the way. Oh no, there's a hole in it. I just noticed that it's probably not gonna grow any bigger than this. I'm gonna pull it so that it can concentrate on blooming more and starting over with the new watermelon. This is a cute zucchini. You still have flowers there, but haven't seen any. This hasn't given me anything yet. My little California native patch of flowers. Really loving how that looks, and I might just buy seeds for just this one. I'm really loving that. I really like all of these because they don't require a whole lot of maintenance or water. They just grow on their own. These, I have some more marigolds here. These are a smaller variety. No, it's not. I need to stake this. It needs more support. My hibiscus. It had bloomed, a lot of blooms the other day, but like I said, these blooms only last a day or two before they close up and shrivel up. But there's always more coming. So I'm really enjoying this plant, and I'm happy that they're happy. Garden bed 5. Here these are zucchini that I grew from seed, growing in, and then I have some seeds going here. I'm not sure what's happening. They should have germinated by now, but maybe I'll just start over and put more seeds down. But this is mini pumpkin, nothing. And then more gomphrena over there. I did plant some cressida seeds here, and nothing germinated, so I'm not sure what's going on. This is my hollyhock. It had so these ones are spent blooms. They already bloomed, and I'm drying them up so that I can get seeds. I had another hollyhock in the front that bloomed way earlier, and the spent blooms, I let it dry on the stem, and I now have a whole bunch of hollyhock seeds that I can plant. Amazing. But this color was so gorgeous when it was all flowers. There's a smaller one that didn't get as tall. Berries back here doing well. This is so big and bushy. It's so pretty, but no strawberries. I don't know what's happening. See this little one? It has strawberries. I don't know what I'm doing wrong or what I can do to help it. Garden bed 6. I have some basil here. This is bell peppers, I think. Yeah, this is supposed to be red bell peppers. I don't have any flowers yet. This is pumpkin, germinated quite nice. Pumpkin, and more pumpkin here, but did not germinate. We'll have to start again. My lettuce and more pumpkin. I'm learning that lettuce does not like the summer. We will start again in the fall. Even fully shaded in the summer, it does not like the heat. So we're learning. Garden bed 7. This is a cucumber, the straight 8 cucumber. I might take this down and start again with the new variety that I have. It's called, I think it's called Market More. I mean, it's doing fine, I guess. It's just not producing the type of cucumber that I want. I wanted one that maybe has thinner skin, more crunchy, more salad-like, and I think these are ones that you should pickle. This is, see, there's a lot of bumps on it, and the skin is definitely thicker. I have a big one back here. See that? And it's quite bitter. Not loving the flavor of it. So I think I'm not into pickling vegetables, so I'm just not in love with this variety. I'm gonna go in a different direction. More pumpkin, mini pumpkin, more seeds that I planted that did not germinate, my strawberries, and this is honeydew. I have some growing here. Hopefully these were fertilized fully and that they grow bigger. Garden bed 8. I have a cantaloupe here. I have melons. I don't know if you could see that in those little bags for support. Let me go back here. Watermelon. Then I have these Starburst squash. I love these. They're so yummy to like stir fry. And they just keep coming. Next year I might plant, I'm gonna plant a lot more of these because these are excellent. They love it here in the garden. They give me a lot of vegetables, so we're gonna go with the same variety next year. Another bell pepper plant here, and no, there I had one that wasn't fertilized all the way, and I plucked it and threw that out because it wasn't growing correctly. Hopefully now it can focus on rooting, more leaves, and then eventually more blooms in the fall. This is Thai peppers. Not getting any flowers. I'm wondering what is happening because I should have gotten something by now. My sweet, what is that called? Sweet peas. Going up the trellis. This was giving me a lot. Oh, we have a lot actually. I'm just not seeing them. Oh, I see some more. Yeah, I'm excited. I think they go through cycles. Like it'll give me a lot of flowers, then turn into sugar snap peas. That's what they're called. Sugar snap peas, like almost overnight, really fast, and then they rest, and then they give me more flowers. So I see some up there. They weren't there like 2 days ago, I swear. So back here, I have new sweet potato slips. I ordered them in the mail, and there were 6 of them. I'm not sure if this one is gonna survive because it felt kind of mushy, and now it's like hard. and I think it's dead. And I think the same thing might be happening here, which is I'm really sad about. But the other ones seem to be okay. Is that a new leaf that I see? These are the sweet potato. They're Japanese sweet potatoes, so they're going to be the purple kind. Trying to see if they'll grow a lot here. If not, I can try again next year and grow them in the regular garden bed. But right now there's just no space, so I have these huge grow bags. Let me show you my eggplant. You know what? Is that ready for me to grab? And how big are these supposed to grow? Yeah, really happy with this eggplant. Over here, I have a lot of things growing in little pods. This one is my banana tree, and it's called banana ice cream tree. The bananas are supposed to taste like vanilla ice cream. I'm hoping that we're gonna be okay. The leaves don't look great. I don't know. Okay, it's not dry. So I was instructed to keep it in this little pot for at least a few weeks so that it gets used to this new environment of my backyard, and then pot up to a bigger pot, maybe like that, as it grows. But right now, we're just waiting and seeing. I hope you're gonna be okay, and I hope you don't die. We got some lettuce growing here, kind of stunted in growth. I mean, I planted this in May, and this is only the growth that I've had, so I'm thinking it doesn't like it out here in this pot, doesn't like the heat, doesn't like the shade, so we'll try again in the fall. Same with the spinach. The dill, I don't know what's up with the dill. It's not growing. I mean, it's germinated, but it stayed like this, looking like this for like a month. And these are chives. I have this one little growth right here. I planted seeds all throughout, and that's all I got. These are green onions. This is my drama queen. She gets like this when it gets too hot, even in full shade. I mean, once I water her, she'll perk right back up and look like nothing ever happened. This is one of my favorite flowers in the garden right now because it's green and pink, my favorite color combo. Oh, gosh, I'm so excited about this plumeria. If you guys remember last year, I was struggling. Me and this plumeria were struggling so bad. She had a twin. I had two of these. I bought from Costco actually sometime in September, and the other plumeria did not make it. It got soft and mushy, and I threw it out. It was just causing me a lot of headache. But this one, I just stuck it through, and thank God, because look at her now. Look at all these leaves. I don't even care if she doesn't flower this year. These leaves are amazing. So healthy. Now I know how to take care of it. I think what happened with them last year is that I kept watering them. They hate water. They don't like soggy dirt. Now I know what the dirt is supposed to feel like, and I can water them appropriately. I have more cucumbers here. They've germinated perfectly, and now I'm gonna move them to the garden bed. I have some alyssum here. Really concerned about this hydrangea because it's not growing, but apparently still alive. More hydrangea. This one hates the sun. I burned some of the flowers because I left it in the sun. But looking pretty, I think. I think we're doing okay for now. This is a desert orchid. I think I should stake it because it's not growing up straight. It should grow like this. I'm gonna stake that.